What's up everyone? Over the weekend we had some major casting news come in courtesy of Watchers on the Wall. So with that said, spoiler warning for Season 7 casting calls and speculations. Sources state that we could be seeing a huge battle at the beginning of Season 7. It will involve the Unsullied and the Dothraki taking on an unknown enemy. Reports also stated that whoever was cast needed to be willing to shave their head and beard. With these certain requirements, we can almost guarantee that they are referring to the Unsullied. I wouldn't be surprised if in a few days we heard more casting calls about the Dothraki that will be needed in the preceding weeks. However, if this new casting call is involved in the scene last week that leaked that involved Euron, it's safe to theorize that the Dothraki, Unsullied, and Ironborn will all be involved in a massive battle. Several things can determine this: how long the filming lasts and how many extras are needed. If it's anything on the scale of the Battle of the Bastards, filming can be expected to take several weeks, and we can also expect to see more information leak regarding the filming of the scene. I predict that if the battle involving the Ironborn, the Dothraki, and the Unsullied is not a completely separate event, Dany may lose a good chunk of her army. It is known that the Dothraki do not do well at sea. Euron's forces would storm Dany's fleet and leave nothing behind but drowning Dothraki screamers. Theon and Yara's Ironborn would of course fight back Euron, but according to the leak, one of the siblings gets captured. I theorized it to be Yara because Theon would be a tad repetitive storytelling. I personally hope the events are unrelated and that Dany is actually able to touch land with her warrior horsemen so we can watch them slaughter the Lannister soldiers, but we all know that's not how it will go down. If the scenes are separate, then Dany may have split her fleet and sent half to hit one side of King's Landing and the other half to attack from Blackwater Bay while she herself attacks from above. This would allow for Euron to believably overcome Dany's massive fleet since it would have been split up. Then he of course takes one of the rightful heirs to the Iron Island captive and thus fulfills the leak spoilers. Do you all think Euron will be able to take out a good chunk of Dany's fleet? Or do you think that she would successfully be able to touch ground first before the war breaks out? Let me know your all thoughts down below. In further news, the actor who portrayed Gendry, still rowing Baratheon, Joe Dempsey, has been spotted at the airport in Belfast. Reportedly, the actor has no other roles besides Game of Thrones that would involve him being in Belfast. He could of course just have stopped by to see his old co-workers and bosses, but he hasn't done so in almost 2 seasons, so why start now? My guess is he will show up sometime next season. David and Dan have a bad track record of answering where characters have been all this time and then whacking them within a few scenes. Hopefully this will not be the case with Gendry. A lot of us want to see him reunite with Arya. My opinion is that Gendry will be brought back just to be killed. I know that's not very fun, but I feel like his death may be used as a tool. Arya could find him alive and well, which may soften her a bit and suppress her need for vengeance, but then they kill him off in some heinous act, so that makes her fully engulf herself in darkness. I would love to see Gendry show up back north and be some sort of blacksmith for the Brotherhood. In A Storm of Swords, Gendry is impressed with Thoros of Myr's description of the ideals of the Brotherhood and decides to join them. He is knighted by Lord Beric Dondarrion, becoming Sir Gendry of Hollowhill. In A Feast for Crows, Brienne is looking for Sansa and runs into Gendry working as a blacksmith at an inn. She thinks it's crazy how much Gendry resembles Renly. The Knight of the Hollowhill ends up saving her. I would love to see Gendry's return in Season 7 as a blacksmith that is recruited into making armor for Jon and company. I just don't see these guys giving us that sort of fan service. But you never know, I guess. With it being such a short season, we may get paid in rewards such as Gendry Baratheon, Valyrian steel armorer, and potential candidate for the Iron Throne, known to most as still rowing. It would be amazing to see. I just don't know if they'll do it. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe for more daily content. You can click up here for more Game of Thrones videos. As always, links to my social media are in the description down below. The like goal for this video is 37, and I really hope we can meet it. Let me know your guys' thoughts on why Gendry is back for Season 7. My name's Mark, and this has been Sir Hunt's Reviews.